Alright guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the different kind of starting events that you can use. So if we create a new blueprint, let's just do actor. Let's call it trigger. I'm going to show you just how to use a trigger box. You know, if you walk into it, it activates something. So if we open this up, it has nothing there. But what I want to focus on, guys, we've already used the event tick, so we've already gone over that. 60 times a second, 60 frames a second, right? So we've already gone over that. We don't need that. I'm going to go over these two here. So in this video, I'll go over the event begin overlap, and then the next one, the event begin play. Okay. So if we delete the event begin play, we'll be focusing on this. Okay. This is easy to show you guys with a trigger, with a box trigger. Sorry. So that's what I'll be using. But you can use this for loads of stuff. You can use it for, like, say if you've got a horror game and you walk through a certain area and you hit the trigger, you can activate something. Lights go off. It can be, don't know, a window smashes. It can be some sound. It can be a character just bursts out the door and runs after you. It can be anything. Okay, so if you hit this, it activates something. Just remember that if you hit this overlap, it overlaps a certain object. In our case, it will be something in this viewport. Then it casts to whatever whatever overlapped it, and it activates something. Okay. For this instance, obviously, we're using this blueprint here. So what I want to do is I want to add a trigger. So if we do a box collision, see, you won't see this in game, right? So it's not visible in game. If you go on here, you go down to visible. There you go. So it's hidden in game. So if I uncheck that, you'll be able to see it. But so we've got the box here that we need. If we just scale it, so I'm just going to select the scale tool and then go up. So compile, save, go to event graph. So now we've got this, and we want to say to this that when you're playing as a third person character, or obviously whatever character you are, if you enter this space, it does something, right? So what we need to do is these two blueprints completely separate. The third person character and the trigger completely separate. Okay, they don't know that they need to communicate at the minute, so we need to create a bridge of communication for them. And it's really easy. All we got to do, pull this off, cast to third person character. You have a list here. It's got class mode, but we want character, right? So we've cast to the third person character. So now this is the bridge of communication I was talking about. So this is once you overlap, it shoots to the third person character and goes, right, okay, so what do you want us to do? Like, what do you want me to do? And then we go, right, so now you've got this reference. So now this is overlapped with this. I want you to, let's just say a bit of text comes up on the screen. So let's just type in string. So print string, here you go. So we want to say hello. So we'll just keep that in there, hello. If I compile this now though, you'll see it comes up with an error, okay? And the reason for that is because it goes, well, I need something, I need an object to determine it by. Okay, and you go, well, there you go, put it in there. Okay, so what that does, okay, is it tells it, well, this is, if this overlaps with this, it activates this. All right. So once this gets hit by the third person character, it says hello. So let's just test that out now. I haven't actually put in the level yet, so that might help. Let me just put this here. So you can see it in the editor, right? So you can see this box here. Let's do before you hit the stairs. Okay, let's do play. Right, so obviously we can't see it because it's hidden in the game, but you can unhide it. And there you go. It says hello in the top left-hand corner, if you can see that. It's quite small. But so what we can do now is as soon as we hit that, it says, well, now I need to say hello. What we can do is when we leave this space, we can get it to say goodbye. So let's just X out of here. So event actor begin overlap. You know, if you think it's begin, it's going to be end overlap when we leave, right? So end overlap. You have to type in the whole thing exactly. Sometimes if you just type it end or whatever, it'll pop up. So it's quite handy. You don't have to write these nodes out again. You can literally just copy and then paste and then grab them, and then let's just put them there. There. Cool. Remember to connect the object. Okay. And then with this, we can just put bye. Okay, so this is when we begin the overlap, this is when we end the overlap. And then press play, and then we walk towards it, and it says, because it says shift for F1 for the mouse cursor, then you couldn't see it, bye, hello, bye, hello, bye, hello, bye, hello, bye. So, you know, as soon as you walk in, activates it, as soon as you leave, activates it. Okay. So yeah, that's basically it. So you can do other stuff with it. Obviously, you guys can go crazy. There's so many different routes you can go with this. Like I said, I use horror as one because it's probably one of the ones it's used most in. But you know, you can use it for anything. You can use it for like an FPS shooter, for an explosion. You can use it, like I said, for horror. So you can, you know, if you're walking down a hallway and you hit the trigger, lights go out, you know, or you know, then a delay happens and the lights pop back on again and something's there. You can use it for loads of kinds of stuff. So you can use it to subtract the health of the player if you want to. If there's a zone they're not meant to be in, and you say, I don't know, I fall off of this, and it's there, you know, and it can subtract your health, and then as soon as you leave, your health can regenerate. So there's loads of stuff you can use it for. But this is how you use the overlap event in Unreal Engine.